Thank you for joining me on drsaputo.com's Women's Personal Health Program. And congratulations on taking responsibility for your health. Part of living a healthy lifestyle, besides eating a healthy diet and exercising and getting enough sleep and reducing your stress levels and so on and so forth, includes what you put on your skin, because we want to feed our skin what's healthy. Now, I want to just say right now up front that I don't sell any skincare products. This is not an ad at all, so bear with me. Our skin is our largest organ, and 60% of what we put on our skin is absorbed into our bloodstream, or it's stored in our breasts, our fat, our organs, our bones. It's even stored in our baby's umbilical cords. And the thing that's pretty scary is that there's no FDA regulation. And some of them even include things that we call nanoparticles that are so tiny that they cross the blood-brain barrier and they end up in our brains. Think about it. Think about nicotine patches, birth control patches, seasick pills, and seasick patches, because those are all on our skin and they're going through our skin. And some of them, like the progesterone creams and the estrogen creams and so forth, some of them are even absorbed through our skin better than they are if we took them by mouth. Now, there are 25,000 toxic chemicals that are known that are in skincare products that have no FDA regulation. The only time that they're ever even checked on a little bit is about 10% of the time if somebody complains of a rash or an irritation, this kind of thing, and then they turn it over to the Cosmetic Ingredient Review, which is the CIR. And there's a bit of a conflict of interest with them because the CIR is composed of dermatologists and also the manufacturers of the cosmetics. Now, when I say the word cosmetics, it's all-inclusive of personal skincare products, so it also can include products for men and babies and children and aftershaves and so forth. So it's not just about putting moisturizers or makeup on. Cosmetics includes the whole ball of wax. Now, the reason that you might ask, why do these companies put these toxic ingredients in? Well, the main reason is because they're cheap and it's easy to do. And also, some of the chemicals that they put in during the processing become very toxic and carcinogenic and can cause things like formaldehyde and dioxins, and they don't even have to put those on the labels that those are in there. And it's an inexpensive process to get this out of the processing, but they go ahead and they do it anyway because they can, and they can get by with it. Some of the skincare products are just loaded with endocrine disruptors, carcinogens, neurotoxins, things that cause infertility, allergens, birth defects, ADD, ADHD, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's, MS, ALS, many things that can happen from using these. And it's not like we just use them once. We use several of them every day. Just think about it. The average person, when they get up in the morning, how many products do they put on? Everything from brushing your teeth, the toothpaste, and what you're washing your face with, the soap, the shampoo, the cream rinse, everything. And it all adds up. And nobody's done the studies about the chemical reactions either. And they're loaded with artificial preservatives and colors and fragrances and pesticides and formaldehyde. Some of them even sneak in a little lead and mercury. And these are in coal tar derivatives and petroleum. When this happens to the oceans, when we have an oil spill, it's a big emergency, and we're trying to clean up the sea life and the birds and so forth. And now we're putting these things on ourselves and on our own skin. So we just take it from them and just put them on ourselves. Some of them even include things like brake fluid and antifreeze. Labels can be really tricky. There's no regulation, and sometimes they're mislabeled. You can't even trust if it says that it's organic. But the Breast Cancer Fund is doing something about this. They're really working on this. They're also trying to work it out to get the FDA some authority over skincare products, because right now they don't have any authority about that. There's also a campaign not just for mislabeling. There's also this petition, and there's a Safe Cosmetic Act. There's a compact for safe cosmetics. There's a lot of things that are going on to try to help this movement so that we can feel comfortable and safe putting things on our skin. Now, I have personally spent about 20 years composing my own personal list. It started out, I was just doing it for myself. And now I'm sharing it with you. It's on this site. If you want, on this page, you can just click the page and it'll come up. I've listed some of the products that I like, and there's no conflict of interest on my part because I don't sell any products and I don't get kickbacks for recommending them. I just want you to know that there are healthy products out there. And also I have a list of some of the chemicals, the most common chemicals, because you can't go around with 25,000 chemicals in your pocket. But there are books and things that you can look things up in. Some of these books are the ones that I use. They're like kind of like dictionaries, and they have lists of the ingredients. You can also do a Google search. And the best place really is to go to Skin Deep. That's on Cosmetic Database. And if you go to Skin Deep, you can put in the product that you like or that you use and see how it's ranked on a scale of 1 to 10 as to how hazardous the ingredients are in your products. Now, one of the things that I would like to recommend is when you go to safecosmetics.org, watch The Story of Cosmetics with Annie Leonard. It's just an amazing little story that she's put all this topic together. It only takes 7 minutes. The other thing is this petition for, I'd like to encourage you to find out more about this petition for safe cosmetics, and you can sign up yourself to encourage this, because there are 1,300 chemicals that have been taken out of the products that are in Europe that are still in the products in the United States. You know, we just are reckless, I think, about all these things, but they're banned there. And the other thing that this petition is trying to do is to make it so that they'll list the ingredients that are in fragrances, because right now they don't list the ingredients in fragrances. It'll just say fragrances. And the other thing is that the salon products, they'll say for professional use only. Those products don't list ingredients either, so they can get by with putting a lot of poisons in their products. The good news is that there are natural preservatives. There are things like grapefruit seed extract, that's also abbreviated GSE. There's vitamin E, vitamin C, emu oil, green tea, rosemary, essential oils, vitamins. You can refrigerate them, and the natural products are made out of things that are really edible, and they're nourishing our skin, and they're feeding our skin, and there's barks and minerals and herbs and spices and the essential oils and the vitamins, and they're food. They're food for our skin. And this is what I want to encourage you to do, is to nourish your skin and feed your skin, and don't put these toxins on it.